learning a new piece, in this case Rob Howat's new Cross Counterpoint. This piece involves many challenges and a lot of problem solving. The challenges are playing with a click track. The problem solving is staying with the click track, because this fantastic piece is layered up of 7 B-flat clarinets and 2 bass clarinets, all played by me, engineered and produced by my producer Mark Hart Palmer. But most important is incentive. The incentive not only for the final recording, but the incentive to accomplish the small goals that are all part of the learning journey. We can't sustain ourselves to the very end. I can't. There's too much. There's 9 parts and it's a big piece, and I'm having to manage a click track and working a pedal, which I will take you through, and indeed some of the technical in terms of the playing challenges. And therefore the incentive for learning a piece, whatever the piece, is not only to finish, to get to the end, but it is the incentive of the accomplishment of those small progression goals, those little victories. That is what spurs us on, certainly spurs me on, when I face challenges, not only the physical challenges of playing, but the technical challenges of managing the click track, of turning the pages on my iPad. That's the journey that I will take you on. So here we have, I'm working at my desk. This is how I am organising Rob Howat's new Cross Counterpoint. At the top you will see, there's my mouse, the chunks, the rehearsal chunks, which I have asked my engineer to create the click tracks for. So breaking down a task, whether it's something more, shall we say, digitally challenging, such as this, or indeed a traditional piece that you would learn, this element of chunks is absolutely crucial. It enables me to organise and to manage each chunk separately, so that when I'm separating my training sessions, I can actually organise them into the 5 different chunks, and that's how I manage that. So moving down, I'm using a wonderful program. It is currently free. I hope it stays that way. It's Audacity. And what I've done is I've actually pulled in, you will see, the 5 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see I'm actually currently on the 5th chunk. On the side, you know, for those that suddenly feel overwhelmed, I really want to emphasize that this can be learnt by anyone who has the desire to learn. This is not age sensitive, this is not knowledge sensitive, this is about your desire to learn. And perhaps I will say also the need to learn. I wanted to record this piece and I had to find every way possible to make that happen. So I did not come with any additional knowledge other than my determination to learn this piece and find a way to do it. So my engineer created a click track. Some of you might be able to do that. It needed to be with a click track that was formalized because of the differences of the bars. Working with all the chunks in Audacity has been terrifically easy. What I've done, I'm not going to give you a Audacity tutorial. There are plenty out there on YouTube, but Audacity is a fantastically powerful but yet straightforward and logical program. I always say, if I can learn it, anybody can. if you have the desire, and you have the determination, and you have the willingness to invest time. But once you've got it, it's really great. And this means that I can actually go between the chunks fairly comfortably. Moving from the laptop over to where the music sits, and that is on my iPad. I've actually just had, between the last take that I did for this and the current one, I had a major scare too. And this is real life stuff that's going on. My storage was full and I had to ditch some apps and various things because the film stopped filming. And when I came back to continue this, my pedal, which is what I turn my pages with, as you can see, stopped working. And I have spent the last 10 anxious moments thinking, have I ditched an app that is connected to my pedal? So these are the challenges that, aside from playing the clarinet, which is patiently sitting there, and actually I will say playing the clarinet or my saxes or the bass clarinet or the E-flat clarinet that sits in the corner, any of these is nothing compared to dealing with technology. I was thinking, who can I phone? What can I do? A beacon of distress. In the end, I have to sort it out because nobody is here. It's only me. Anyway, I am relieved to say that my pedal, which is actually a fantastically straightforward bit of kit, is turning my pages again. What I will say to those watching is that if things go horribly wrong, whether it's your laptop or whether it's your iPad, turn off, reboot and start again. And in a sense, I'm not only rebooting the iPad, but I am rebooting my absolute confidence. It is actually sorting out what went wrong. Okay, so we're back to where we are. Page turning. Yes, that is why I have moved my life from the traditional pages onto the iPad, because the page turns are impossible. But what this has also facilitated for me is the fact that by using this pedal, which is a Bluetooth pedal, and it literally is, if I tell you, it is plumb and go. This pedal, this side, goes for the pages to go forward, as you can see, and this left-hand pedal is to go back, as you can see. So it means that actually when I'm recording, it's not going to be a noisy page turning. And if you're performing and there are really difficult page turns, it also doesn't distract the audience. I've experienced some fairly dramatic pages being thrown to one side. While the performer might take a great deal of relish in this, it's actually very, very distracting, and I would say very discourteous to the composer. But from the recording point of view, of course, any noise is going to be very unwelcomed. The final challenge, if you like, is how we write things in the part, and this is sort of where I'd got to. So what you're going to see is a real life, if I can manage it. So at the top I have a little icon, there we are, and what that brings up is an option of pens, and this is where we can be quite tricky. I've actually chosen the middle, and I will do as best as I can. I'm going to see to the one, two, three. It's pretty rough writing, but it enables me, particularly in long bars, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you can see that I've slightly misaimed on the and. So I go back to here, you've got the option of rubbers and all sorts of things. What I tend to do is I go back on myself. I'm actually going to go do one more. I'm going to move the 5 slightly closer over, then I can put the and it's still misaimed. This is real stuff going on. 6, forgot 6 and 7. There we are. So, you know, this is all about really experimentation, about learning to new technology. What it is all about is the desire to learn, and that's what it all starts with and it all ends with. But the possibilities that it opens in terms of the gateway to new ways of playing pieces, new pieces to learn, it is a journey, and it does demand quite a lot of tenacity and determination. But I feel that when this piece is complete, it will have been worth all the struggles, and there certainly have been lots of them. And as you consider your learning projects, particularly for the summer, think about your incentive, your motive, that is not just going to be rewarded by what you get at the end product, but by all those little progression goals, the chunks, the learnings, the problem solving. And that is how we develop as musicians and as players.
Mm-hmm.